There comes a point when a man realizes something fundamental has shifted within him, not loudly, not dramatically, but unmistakably. His energy no longer spills outward. Carelessly, it gathers, it condenses. And when it does, the world begins to respond before he ever speaks, before we go deeper into semen retention mastery. Subscribe to this channel and join our Telegram community, link below. You'll get guidance, insights, and exclusive updates designed to accelerate your growth. Stay connected. Your discipline, focus, and transformation begin right here. This is not the kind of change that announces itself through words or style. It is quieter, heavier, more undeniable. People sense it in the way he stands, in the way he looks, in the way silence forms around him. This is the first signal that retention has begun to rewire him. Long retention does not create a new man overnight. It strips away the unnecessary layers that once diluted him. What remains is concentration of self and intensity that feels calm rather than frantic, grounded rather than aggressive. His eyes change first, not in color but in quality. The restless searching fades, the gaze steadies. There is presence behind it, not hunger, not fear, but awareness. But when he looks, he sees, and that alone unsettles people who are used to being glanced at but not perceived. This gaze is not dominant in a loud way. It is composed. It does not seek reaction. It holds its ground. And because it does not flinch, it carries authority without effort. Then comes the aura. The invisible field around him thickens. His presence reaches a room before his voice does. Conversations pause. People turn without knowing why. His energy feels dense, like gravity, something you step into rather than pass through. This aura is not forced. It cannot be copied. It forms naturally when energy is no longer wasted. Retention seals leaks. Most men never notice, and once sealed, pressure builds into power. With power comes calm, not emptiness, but stillness. His emotions no longer whip him around. Desire no longer hijacks attention. Chaos no longer pulls him off. Center calm becomes his baseline, and calm in a volatile world feels commanding. This calm is misunderstood by those addicted to drama. They mistake it for detachment, but it is the opposite. It is engagement without loss of control, presence without collapse. As retention deepens, focus sharpens. His attention stops fracturing across meaningless stimuli. He chooses where his energy goes, and because of that choice, everything he touches gains weight. Work becomes precise. Creativity flows without strain. Progress compounds quietly. There is no rush, because urgency belongs to those who leak energy. The body begins to reflect this consolidation. Posture straightens naturally. The chest opens. The voice settles deeper, not from effort, but from internal regulation. Even without deliberate training, the body reorganizes around retained force. This is not cosmetic change. It is systemic. Skin brightens, eyes shine, movements, slow, yet carry intent. Life force circulates instead of escaping, and the system renews itself. Others notice, especially women, not because of appearance, but because of signal. They feel safety and tension at once, grounded, strength without aggression. Mystery without distance. He does not chase attention. That absence of need draws it toward him. Desire senses self-sufficiency and responds instinctively. Other men feel it too. Some recognize it as discipline. Others feel challenged by it because it reflects what they avoid. The presence becomes a mirror. Spiritual awareness begins to emerge, not in fantasy but in clarity. Intuition sharpens. Silence becomes fertile. Thoughts align effortlessly. Purpose feels closer, less abstract, more embodied. Meditation deepens naturally because the mind is no longer overstimulated. Creativity surfaces because energy is no longer drained. Insight replaces noise. Urges do not disappear. They transform. He no longer fears them nor fights them. He understands their power and redirects it. What once demanded release now fuels ambition. Discipline becomes identity, not struggle. Willpower strengthens because it is exercised daily through retention. Choice replaces compulsion. Emotional stability follows. He no longer swings between highs and lows. Peace replaces anxiety. Confidence replaces insecurity. His happiness becomes internal rather than reactive. He observes before acting. Responses replace reactions. Each decision carries intention. Each movement holds meaning. A deeper drive awakens, not hunger for pleasure, but hunger for purpose. He wakes with direction rather than distraction. Mission replaces indulgence. Retention reveals that mastery is not abstinence. It is command of energy. The same force that creates life creates legacy when directed. Motivation no longer fades because it is not borrowed from excitement. It is sustained from within. Vision becomes the guiding force. Over time, he becomes unmistakable, not louder, not flashier, but solid. His silence communicates more than speech. His presence settles rooms. This is not arrogance, it is alignment. Alignment between body, mind, and energy creates coherence. Coherence creates authority. Authority without force attracts trust. People lean toward it. Naturally, they sense reliability in it. Boundaries establish themselves without explanation. He does not negotiate his worth. He embodies it. Relationships shift. Those who drain fall away. Those who resonate draw closer. Dynamics rebalance effortlessly. He stops tolerating mediocrity within himself. Standards rise not from ego, but from respect for his own potential. Creation becomes central, whether building, work, art, or legacy. He carries generative energy, refined by restraint. The longer retention continues, the more irreversible the transformation becomes. This is not a phase, it is a restructuring. He walks differently because he is different. He speaks differently because he listens differently. Time feels slower, richer, more deliberate. Each day carries substance rather than blur. This aura he carries is not mystical fantasy, it is biological, energetic coherence made visible. In a distracted culture, his presence stands out sharply. In a loud world, his calm dominates. He does not need permission to exist fully. He occupies his life completely. Retention has not made him perfect, it has made him whole. Wholeness is rare, and rarity draws attention effortlessly. This is masculine power, not loud, not violent, but unmovable. It is forged quietly through long discipline and daily restraint, and once forged, it cannot be taken away. The world responds because it recognizes something ancient. A man who holds his energy holds himself. And a man who holds himself reshapes everything around him. If this video gave you real value, tap the thanks button. Your support helps me keep creating deeper content like this. Every thanks is a spark that keeps this mission alive. Your support means more than you know. The disciplined man is a zealous guardian of his own thoughts because he understands that all energy in the universe follows attention with mathematical certainty. The object of your focus is what will inevitably flourish and grow within your reality. If you constantly feed the garden of lustful thought through media, music, and fantasy, it will bloom like an aggressive weed, powerfully choking out every noble impulse you possess. The weak man feeds his own lusts every single day until it becomes his absolute master, requiring no external person to forge the chains that keep him in a state of perpetual spiritual poverty. The mental state of the undisciplined man is not one of stillness. It is chaotic, restless, and constantly reaching outward for distracting stimulation to avoid the pain of his own existence. This chronic restlessness is a direct byproduct of his disconnection from a higher purpose and a divine mission. When a man has no compelling reason to be strong, his vital energy fragments and scatters indiscriminately across the landscape of his life. He becomes akin to a powerful river that has lost its banks, flowing everywhere but reaching nowhere, ultimately nourishing nothing but the weeds of his own distraction. Retention is the absolute demand for focus, requiring that you seize that scattered energy and direct it with unwavering force toward a higher ideal. Without this clear direction, your raw energy will perpetually betray you, seeking the easiest outlet and the path of least resistance. In the trajectory of every man's life, there must come a horrifying realization that lust is not just a small vice, but a monumental destroyer of destiny. It is the relentless thief of physical vitality, mental discipline, and spiritual power that leaves a man bankrupt of his own potential. Ready to prove you are here? 2 quick things. First, absolutely crush the like button and subscribe. Don't miss the next level of power. Second, tell me where you're dominating. Drop your city or country in the comments right now. For behind the scenes, insights, and direct Q&A, you need to be in the Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Help someone else find their power. Share this video immediately. Go get after it.